Been a late night, worked both jobs. Time to get this workout in. So today we're gonna do biceps, triceps, forearms, and we'll do some cardio. We might not get a full hour in because we don't have a lot of time, but bedtime's coming soon. Let's get going. Oh. That's wild. I don't know where this came from, but that's I don't know how long that's been down here. I think it's just got water in it. Yep, Sam, it's definitely gonna be late today, but I worked both jobs today, and I'm just getting home, and it's time to get after it. You have two choices: results or excuses. So the worst part about all the weight loss is the shorts. Like, I need to go out and buy new shorts. I'm pretty sure these are like 2XLs. And like, I'm swimming in these shorts right now and they're driving me crazy. Like, definitely gonna have to go out and buy shorts. Why so late, Sam? Because again, I worked at both my jobs. We were swamped. So I worked both jobs. So went right from one job to the next job. Again, gotta make money to make more money. The purpose of money is to make more money. And so I work my second job. I use that money to invest in real estate, and then I plan on retiring early, but gotta have the additional money first. So worked two jobs today, put in 11 plus hours or something like that, 12 hours, something like that. And I drive 50 minutes one way. So look, guys, we got three of y'all beautiful folks in here. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen. Hit that like button. I would truly appreciate that. Do you recommend losing fat then gaining muscle? Why can't I encourage you to do both at the same time? So, especially if you're not an overly fit person, then you're going to want to lift weights. You're naturally going to put on muscles if you lift weights and need enough protein, and then while trying to burn fat. So for me, I went from 303 pounds. I was decently muscular because I've been lifting weights basically for a long time now. But I started adding in cardio, started following a clean diet, and since then I've lost 90 pounds. So I went from 303 to 213. I was 213 exactly this morning. My goal is to drop down to 303 and just be absolutely shredded from here down. So that is the goal. But definitely lifting weights is more important than doing cardio, but you also want to make sure you're eating a clean diet and eating enough protein. So if you usually try to eat about 1 gram of protein per 1 pound that you weigh. So if you're 200 pounds, eat 200 grams of protein. So for me right now, I eat roughly 200 grams of protein and I consume 2,000 to 2,200 calories per day. And I'm roughly at about a 2,000 calorie deficit. And so because I'm eating enough protein, I'm not really losing any muscle. Sebastian said, is that extra fat? Sebastian, what do you mean, man? Oh, no, that's skin. Yep. This is what happens when you allow yourself to get fat. And I'm in the beginning of like my weight loss journey, so this is all extra skin here. So I went from 303 pounds to now I'm down to 303. So hopefully the skin will absorb back in. If not, we'll kind of see what happens. How old am I, Devil? Devil, I am, or whatever, Dev, I am 39 years old. Guys, if you haven't done so already, head up, double tap that screen, hit that like button, and then head up and hit that subscribe. I would love to get to 3,900 subscribers tonight, so double tap that screen. Show some love, I'd appreciate it. It is hotter than Hades down here. Your abs are starting to show. Thanks, Sebastian. Appreciate that, man. I'm trying. If I had to guess, I'm probably somewhere in the realm of 11 to like 14% body fat. If I had to guess, I want to get down to 10 to. I really want to get down to 8%, but that's going to be a grind. So, but my goal is to get down to 8% body fat. Is really what I'm trying to do. All right, let me pin that, Sam. Thanks, man. How tall are you, Stevie? I'm 6'3". So, but I don't have any shoes on right now. I work out in my own basement, so I don't wear shoes. Attaboy, keep going. Thanks, Easton. Appreciate it. Do you have any tips? I'm a junior powerlifter. I'm not trained specifically for the things you're doing. So, are you trying to do all 3 lifts? You trying to do the bench press, the squat, the deadlifts? You need to be doing heavy sets of 4. After that, do accessory exercises, something. But for you, again, I want to do, even for like your hack squats and stuff like that, I want to do much more than heavy sets of 4. Train for what your purpose is. Like if you're a football player, heavy sets of 4. Average football play lasts 3 to 4 seconds. Like if you're now playing basketball, you want to train sets of 12. So you train for whatever you're trying to accomplish. But guys, if you haven't done so already, head up, smash that like button, please. I love your content, but I know. Thanks, Leighton. I appreciate that. What up, Pearson? You got 8%. Oh, yeah, man. That's the goal. Like, the goal is 8%. So, like, I had my cheat dip meal on Saturday. Got right back on it. Took me 3 days to get back down to 213. So, tomorrow I should be under 213. And then I'll continue grinding it out day after day. Like, it's crazy. Once I get down to 303, I'll probably be roughly 8% body fat at that point. And I'll have officially reached the 100 milestone of weight loss. Like, to be able to say I've lost 100 pounds is going to be pretty good. Oh, Leighton, how much is that? So the bar, I think, is like 12. So 50, 60, 70, like 85 pounds somewhere in there if I had to guess. Have you ever had a hernia? Adam, I didn't have a hernia, but I had a hematoma that I thought was a hernia that was right here. It basically felt like my guts were protruding out and it was absolutely miserable. So when I squat, I wear a squat belt, and that squat belt was so tight, basically caused bleeding in the abdominal, and I got a hematoma here. I had to get an ultrasound. I had to get like all these tests done. I had to go see a surgeon. Literally thought I was gonna have to have hernia surgery, but it ended up just being a hematoma, which was great. You don't need to live stream this. No, you also don't need to be a douche canoe, but here you are, man. Look at you. You're striving at it. Keep it up. Gonna move up to the 35s for the next set. Guys, we got 11 of y'all beautiful folks on. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. Thanks for all that love and support. And we are, there we go, we got to 10 likes. Appreciate that, guys. Welcome, what up, Rye? How you doing, man? All right. I do 60. Nice. Don't listen to haters. Not Easton, that stuff don't bother me. Like, people are gonna do them. Like, people are just gonna say things. People are miserable with their lives, and so they're going to come in here, they're going to say whatever they got to say, and we're going to keep it moving, and we're going to keep it positive, and sometimes we'll troll the trolls. That's sometimes my favorite thing to do while live. Hey, don't you get tired of doing that every day? Nah, Derek, man. As you can see, it's 9:30 at night, and we're just getting after it. You either make excuses or you make results. So I work 12 plus hours today, I drive an hour, I've made a bunch of money by working multiple jobs. I'm going to take that money later on. I'm going to invest into more real estate. I'm going to work towards my retirement. And now it's time to work on my body. So we worked, we made the money. Now it's time to put in the extra time. What up, John? What up, Flip Away? How you doing, man? Do I do planks dolphin? So I do what's called stir the pot. So I use the big ball back there, and I'll hold for 30 seconds. I'll stir this way for a minute this way. I'll stir this way for a minute. I'll do up and down and back and forth. So I do a minute each of those. They're called stir the pots as part of my cardio or as part of my ab exercises. Thanks, Derek. Appreciate that. How can I get strong? JOP, all you gotta do is show up every day. You're not competing against me, you're not competing against everybody else. All you gotta do is show up every day and be better than the person you were yesterday. Eat enough protein, lift weights, you'll get muscles. It's really that simple. Eat enough protein, some carbs, lift weights, and you will gain muscles. Like, it's not rocket science. You don't need all these extra chemicals and you know, creatine and all this extra stuff. Like, you can do it naturally. So all too often we have society and IG influencers telling you, you need to take this. Just show up, man. All you gotta do is just show up. It's that simple. Show up 5 days a week, lift weights, and you'll start to gain muscle. I have to go in 19 minutes. Is it your bedtime, Layton? Leave the phone outside of the bedroom. Huh? I hate you because they hate you. Thanks, Easton. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you head up, hit that subscribe button. We are inching closer to 3,900 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. I would truly, truly appreciate that. And then double tap that screen, guys. All right. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9. Guys, this is going to be super dorky. I'm not sure if you guys can see. When I was lifting, there's that big vein popping out here. I've never had that. I've literally never had that vein that you can see popping out here right now. I've never had my body fat that low to where I can see that. So that was pretty cool. It was a pretty proud moment of, you know, when we're looking for small victories in this process of someone who used to be super fat and used to be super overweight. Like, that there was like an aha moment to me. It was very surreal. Like, I've never had that bicep vein popping out. So that was pretty cool. My brother's stronger than me, and you want to get like him? JLB, hit that subscribe button, man. I live stream a lot of my workouts, and I give people a lot of encouragement. So definitely hit that subscribe. Lower the weights, slow it down. I mean, I did sets of 12, and I got them all. Can you flex, Dolphin? Ugh. How do you get rid of phone addiction? I don't know, man. I'm pretty addicted to my phone, but I use it a lot for work too, so it's kind of hard. Thanks, Slipaway. Appreciate that. That's crazy. Oh, it's giving. It's giving what? Like and subscribe. Thanks, JOP. Appreciate that. Final form flex. Trying, Lord Frieza. Hot! Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. All right. And I'm trying to rush through things because as you guys know, it's it's 9:44 here, and I go to bed at midnight. So we got to get things done. So appreciate that. Show us your pee-pee. Just flop it out. Like, is that what we're doing? Y'all so weird. You guys see the vein? Oh man, guys, that feels good. Whew. Do you ever do sports? JRB, I used to play football in high school. I was terrible. I played a lot of basketball. Someone said midlife crisis. Your stomach sags like you had a baby. Well, buddy, this is what happens when you're fat and you don't take care of yourself. You get basically a saggy stomach. But it ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I've lost 90 pounds, so I have two choices. I either stay fat AF or you lose the weight and now you might have a saggy stomach. So you have two choices in life. But, buddy, I'm willing to bet I'm in better shape than you and I look better than you. So it is what it is. So I chose not to be fat anymore. While you're strong. Thanks, Rock. Appreciate that. Thanks, Limpaway. Appreciate that. So I played basketball, played tons of 3-on-3 tournaments up until, a few years ago. But now I work so much between my working multiple jobs, running my own business, doing things like that. Like, as you guys can see, I didn't get home till like almost 9:30. So it's very difficult to play sports or anything like that when I work as much as I do. On top of my fitness is extremely important to me. So guys, we need 6 more of you guys to hit that like button let's see if we can get to 20 likes for this live. So double tap that screen, hit that like button, and then we're gonna move over here. And we're gonna move up next to some, you put in the work to bounce back. Thanks, Carlos. I appreciate that, man. Guys, I find it funny when people come in and be like, you fat, bro. You fat, your stomach stacks. Like, yeah, and? What's your point? Like, you're right. And then they don't know what to say next because they're expecting me to defend myself or something like that. Like, no, it's not. It doesn't. I'm not fat. Like, no, man, I am. Congrats on your loss. Thanks, Ace. Appreciate you, man. You can get in shape without all, hey, look at me, narcissistic attention. Well, let's see. Sam and about 9 other people on here that are probably currently on right now also say, hey man, I appreciate you going live. I get messages daily from people saying, hey, can you please keep posting videos because it's really inspirational, and that since you started doing that, I've lost 20 pounds. Or I get, hey man, what are you eating? Can you tell me what your diet is? Can you please share your diet with me? Can you please share what your exercise routine is? What supplements you on? Or I have people message me all the time and say, hey man, I really appreciate you live streaming that workout because I worked out with you and I wasn't gonna do it and I just didn't have the energy today. But because you went live and you did your stuff, I also worked out and I worked out right along with you. So I get that stuff all the time. But man, if you wanna come in here and behave and you probably hate yourself and you live in your mom's basement and you don't have a job and you know, you do you boo, like that's your choice. But don't let the door hit you and that's the way out. I think people say that because in the gym, usually big people, as far as weight's concerned, they only lift and do zero cardio. Well, Vinny, I do 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week. So I did over 120 miles last month. So every once in a while, I have to relubricate the thing so it slides up and down better, so it's not cheating. No, Sam. So it's actually a lubrication. It's actually originally meant for the treadmill belt, but by putting it on here, it slides up and down because if not, on the way up, it catches it, so it actually it reduces the resistance. So for me, when you lubricate it, it slides more and actually makes it heavier. So. Because you want that resistance down and up. You want to fight it both ways. You want the negative and the positive. And this is the last thing I'm going to say about, oh boy, me saying about being narcissistic about live streaming my workout and encouraging others. It's funny that when people go to the bars and people go drink or people smoke weed or whatever it is they do, we celebrate that stuff. Like, yeah, man, you do you. Like, we celebrate, like, yeah, I got hammered last night. That's cool. But if people want to celebrate losing weight, or they want to celebrate sobriety or stuff like that, we poo-poo that stuff. Like, make it fucking sense. Like, come on now. Society's just stupid. Something landed on my shoulder, guys. It freaked me out. Yeah, you see what I'm doing it for? Well, Aiden Sander, that's, thanks. Appreciate that. Slightly odd, bro, but that's cool. You do you, boo. But guys, keep tapping that likes. We are at 22 likes. I would love to get to 25 likes in the next couple minutes. So double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. We've done 4 sets of standing easy bar curls. We did 4 sets of dumbbell curls. Now we're going to do 4 sets of tricep push downs. And then for tricep push downs, we'll go to skull crushers. I know, Sam, they love me. I don't know what it is. Guys, need 2 more of y'all beautiful folks to double tap that screen, hit that like button. Let's get to 25 likes. Man, I feel pretty good tonight. Feel pretty good. How's everybody doing on this beautiful night? Friday night, late night live. How's everybody doing? Thanks, guys. We're up to 25 likes already. That's awesome, guys. My goal is always to have more likes than time in. We're at 25 minutes into this live. We're at 25 likes. So I appreciate that. So, good job. Thanks, Carlos, for the guys. And I forgot limp away. I think other people have sent several gems earlier. Thank you so much for the gems. I truly, truly appreciate that love and support. So thank you so much. Corey, how you doing today, buddy? Corey, if you're looking for some inspiration, this is the place for you. Head up, hit that subscribe button, man. I would truly appreciate that. We're going to get this workout in. I was 303 pounds. fat AF. I was wearing a 40 size. Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot to tell you this. So some of the OGs that have been here a minute, listen to this, guys. I'm going to have to now, I'm going to have to go buy new pants because my pants don't fit me anymore. I'm going to be in a size 32 pants. I never thought a day in my life would I ever wear a size 32 again. So when I started this journey, I was a size 40 pants. So 40, like I was a 40, 34, which is very difficult to find pants that size. Guys, I'm about to be a 32, 34. Like, think about that. A 32, it's just, it baffles my mind that I have to go rebuy pants. I just bought 3 pairs of 34s. I'm gonna go rebuy work pants all over again. And it's just crazy to think about it. I never imagined in my entire life I would be back down to a 34. I went from a 2XL shirt to now I'm just down to a large, and even the larges are starting to get a little big. Like, to be down to a 32, like, I just, like, just mind blown. Mind 100% blown. Great physiques. Thanks, Corey. Appreciate that, man. You look freaking great, man. Your chest is freaking insane. Thanks, Red. I appreciate that. You guys are truly amazing, guys. I'm telling you, I was extremely overweight. Like, this is just what hard work and dedication will do for you. I'm not on TRT. I'm not on GLPs. I'm not on anything. I take 2 supplements. Anybody want to take a guess? I take 2 supplements, usually almost every single day. Take a guess what I'm on. Aaron. Oh my gosh, please tell me you guys get that. Look great, super healthy. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate that. Tricep pull down. What up, the Walter? How you doing back today, man? I'm squeezing in at 32. It's at 5'9", 160. So your waist is getting small. Thanks, Aaron. Have you listened? No. Protein, creatine, protein, creatine, caffeine, creatine. Guys, keep guessing. Guess what supplements you think I'm on, and I'll tell you here in a second. Corey, calisthenics. I've actually just started doing them. I'm excited about it. I tried to do a handstand the other day. I about killed myself. As you guys can see, my floors are cement. So I want to be able to do an elbow lever. I want to be able to do a handstand. I want to be able to do an L-sit. So I started training for those this week. That's my next challenge up. Or weight, fish oil, protein, and caffeine. Sam, you don't count. I've told you my story like 12 million times. Flintstone vitamins. Actually, the Walker, that's funny because that's probably true. But no. All right, guys, so I take 2 supplements. I take C4 pre-workout before I lift weights, and I take BSN chocolate protein shakes. So I do a chocolate protein shake every single day, more as a meal replacement. And so that's my breakfast in the morning. And then I take C4 5 days a week when I lift weights. When I just do cardio, I do not take C4. It's not good to take C4 before cardio. So those are the only 2 supplements I take is C4 and protein. And by doing those 2 supplements, I've lost 90 pounds, guys. 90 in roughly 16 months, the old-fashioned way of just putting in good work. I do 65 minutes on the treadmill 6 days a week. I lift weights 5 days a week. And I follow an incredibly strict diet. I eat the same thing every single day, same time of day, all the time. The only time I deviate is days like today when I know I'm going to work out later. I push my meals back. So I fasted and I didn't eat until my first meal until about, I think it was about 12:30, 1 o'clock. Usually I eat my first meal at 10, but then I still ate the same thing, just pushed it back longer. So you cutting or maintain at the moment? Texas, I'm still cutting. So Texas, I've cut from 303 to 213. My next goal is 303. I want to get down to 303 by the next couple months, and I want to walk on stage and do a bodybuilding competition. So I don't think I'll win, but I'm going to do one of the old school, all natural ones where you actually have to test. Like, by far, I'm not big enough. Like, I know I don't have tons of muscle weight. I'm strong as hell. My bench press is like 360. My deadlift's like probably 460, 480, somewhere in there. My squat's probably 350, 360. But again, I know I don't have enough natural size. But again, going from 303 to 203 eventually is just an amazing feat, and I'm pretty excited about it. So if you guys haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button. I need one of y'all beautiful folks to hit that like. That'll give us 30 likes for the live. And then head up and hit that subscribe. I'd appreciate it. All right, guys, how many sets was that? Was that 4? Thank you guys for all those gifts. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Bro, you got man boobs. We call them pectoral muscles. Like this. Like a stare. You get close to them, they'll poke you in the eye. Nice. What do your carbs look like? Plateauing. So I eat right now. I eat between 2,000 to 2,100 calories. I eat the same thing every day. In the morning, I do black coffee. What up, random? So I eat the same thing every day. So every morning I do black coffee. I do a half a protein shake at 10, the other half protein shake at noon. About 1:30, I eat my first meal, which is 1 cup white rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli. I eat my next meal at 4:30 of 1 cup white rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli. And then usually around 9:30 at night, I'll eat my last meal of the day, which will be 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, a full cup of non-fat cottage cheese for casein protein, because that's that slow digestive protein that lasts in your system overnight. And then I do some kind of fruit, because that's my candy for the end of the day, because that's the only thing I get that's semi-sweet. So I look forward to like my fruit at the end of the day, but I'm considering replacing some of those days with rice cakes. And so I like the flavored rice cakes. I've actually bought some of like the white cheddar ones. I'm going to try that tonight, but like there's a little bit of unhealthy sugar if you do like the apple ones, the chocolate ones, or the caramel ones, but they're delicious. And so I'm going to consider start doing those. Have you had any injuries at all? Cheetah, yeah. So I had a hematoma here. I had to stop lifting for about 6 months. Or about 6 weeks. And I thought I literally blew my guts out. I thought I had a hernia, but it ended up just being a hematoma. Anabolic? Nah, man. The run on cannons, I'm 100% natural, man. I promise you. Like I'm scared of needles. I've always wanted to be that person that'll take a TRT or an Anadrol or Tren or something like that. But I preach all natural. I've only ever been all natural. If I was on some kind of gear, I'd have to turn sideways to walk through a door. I would be absolutely jacked. Like I would be that massive guy in the gym. I hope you have a great day or week. Thanks, Blaze. I appreciate that, man. Is your cholesterol good? Actually, Jerry, my cholesterol is good. My heart rate's good. My high blood pressure, when I was fat, when I was 303 pounds, my blood pressure was it was high as like 160 over something. They wanted to put me on blood pressure medications. I said, hey, man, how about give me a couple months, let me lose some weight, let me cut back the caffeine. I'll do better. And at that point, like we'll reassess. Like 3 months later, I came back, I'd lost 20 pounds. My heart rate or my blood pressure was normal. Didn't have to be on blood pressure medication. Now when I go to the doctors, my blood pressure and all my labs are basically perfect. Like every time they check myself, it's basically perfect. Last time I went to the hospital, we haven't seen labs this good in a while. Like, why are you here? You're wasting our time. So, but this is because I do significant cardio. I lift weights and I follow an incredibly clean diet. Like I've only had 1 cheat meal, guys, in the last 35 days. Like if everything else has just been dieting. What up, Nastia? Yes, I am doing it. G-Lock, I am not on gear, man. I think about it all the time. I wish I looked as big as those dudes on gear, but it's not for me, man. Like, I think about it, I wish about it, but simply not for me. I would be lying to you guys, and I don't want to lie to this community, but I've thought about being on gear my entire life. I actually seen a buddy yesterday that used to be on gear and was just massive, and he must not be taking anything anymore because he just looked like a normal dude that was in really good shape. Stay up, gear. You look great, brother. Thanks, Cheetah. Appreciate that. Again, guys, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I would truly appreciate it. And guys, we are about 4 likes ahead of our schedule. So continue tapping that like button. I would love to get as many likes as we have minutes tonight. All right. Let me tilt this down now. Oops. There we go. Austin says buy Tesla stock. Nah, Austin, I buy real estate, man. You're new here, but guys, I need 3 likes for you guys to double tap that screen, hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. We're 3 likes away from 40 likes, but honestly, I don't buy stock. I invest in real estate. I own $1.4 million worth of real estate. My wife and I, we own 13 rental units right now, 6 single families, 2 duplexes, and a triplex. I'm 39. I'm on pace to retire at the age of 30 or at 45. So, and it might even be earlier. It just all depends. So, doing extremely well for myself for a social worker salary. So both my wife and I are just social workers, but we've grinded and worked our butt off, and we're on pace to retire early. So, double tap that screen, guys. We just need 3 of y'all to hit that like button to get to 40 likes for the live. So, we've done 4 sets of standing easy bar curls. We've done 3 sets of dumbbell curls. We did 4 sets of tricep pushdowns. Now we've done 1 set of skull crushers. That's amazing. Thanks, G-Lock. Appreciate that, man. Yep, I've worked my ass off. Like I always tell people in here, like I'm not nothing special. I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but just I'm the guy in the room that's going to work harder than everybody else. I've worked multiple jobs. I literally tell people I have 5 jobs right now. So I work full time in 2 different programs. Basically do 2 full-time jobs and 2 different programs in my current job, and I get paid an extra per diem to do that. Like I get paid an extra, basically my unit expectation is 230. I get $12.50 over 230, and I had just under 400 units last month. So I get a big per diem, but I pull a lot of 10, 12-hour days doing that. I work nights and weekends at our local hospital, screening people for crisis. Obviously that's a pay per hour job. I have my real estate license. I do that on the side. And then like we own our rental units that we get our cash flow from. And then like I don't make a lot. I think I made like maybe $100 off like social media last month. But again, $100 is $100. You know, at the end of the year, that's $1,200. So it's all about just grinding wherever you can grind. Guys, I'm feeling good tonight. That's 2 sets. Got 2 more left there. Yes, guys, as Sam said earlier, hit that like and subscribe button. Show some love and support. I would truly appreciate that. And we are just now 2 likes away from 40 likes for that live. Thank you, whoever hit that like button. Appreciate that. We're now just 1 like away from 40. Appreciate that love, guys. Whew. Thank you, whoever hit that like button. Appreciate you. You guys are amazing. Whew. Guys, I'm trying to rush through things. We are 40 minutes in just crushing things. Wish I had more weights. I'm only doing calisthenics right now. G-Lock, I highly encourage you to look on Facebook Marketplace. Everything I have here besides my treadmill, I bought on Facebook Marketplace. The treadmill I bought, and then these mats. These mats are actually hell of expensive. Like I spent damn near $300 just in these mats. So, but I highly encourage you to look on Facebook Marketplace. Everybody gets this idea. They want to work out. They want to do better. They want to feel better. So they go buy a bunch of equipment, then they never use it. So they sell it pennies on the dollar. I had someone once deliver me a rack, a bench, and like 300 pounds worth of weight. They delivered it to my house for $110. Like that weight alone was worth probably $400 or $500. Then you had a bench into it and everything else. Wesley Vikings Fitness, what is that? What up, Ankles? Ankles the Great. Wow, isn't that a name? That's a username for you. Thanks, Wesley. Appreciate that, man. We're trying to get it in today. Like, it's late. I'm tired. I'm probably going to be an awful idea trying to fall asleep later after taking pre-workout at 9:30, 9:45. But it is what it is. You don't get great success without sacrifice. So I'll try to still go to bed around midnight. It'll be a whole vibe, but we're out here grinding away. So we've got one more set of tricep extensions or skull crushers, and then we're going to go into some forearm exercises. Then we'll hop on the treadmill. I fell off, man, and I'm trying to get back. Oh, Wesley, what happened, man? Let's hear your story. Why'd you fall off? Did you just quit going? The food started sounding good? How much weight did you lose? I've lost 90 pounds, man. So I was 303 pounds. I was in a 2XL shirt, 40 size waist. Guys, and I kind of told some of the people earlier, like huge win today. I went and bought 3 34 size pants probably 6-7 weeks ago. Guys, I have to rebuy pants. I never imagined in my life I'd be down to a size 32. Never. I can't even remember. Maybe high school was the last time I was in like a size 32. Like maybe middle school, because I've always been tall. And I'm gonna have to go buy size 32 pants. It is, guys, this is such a huge victory. And so it's funny, as I'm on this journey, like there's different victories. It's what the scale is. It's how my shirts fit. It's how my sweatshirts fit. It's how my pants fit. Like literally, I bought multiple belts that I've had to like get rid of because they don't fit anymore. And like that's how I start to measure things. It is how I look. It's how I feel. So it's not just what the scale says. So for me, the fact that I'm down 90 pounds, but now I get to go buy size 32 pants is just crazy. Because again, when you're a size 40, 34, they don't make pants your size. Like it's because I'm tall and I was fat. So like finding pants was incredibly difficult. And so now that I'm like a normal person size, I mean, I'm still tall, but like a normal person's weight at a waist at a 32, 34, I should be able to find pants everywhere. And so I'm actually excited. My wife's like, hey, I'll go to the store and I'll pick these pants. I'm like, nah, you ain't taking this from me. Like I'm buying these pants myself because it's going to be such a huge deal. Sir, thanks. It says congrats. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I truly do appreciate that. Guys, if you haven't done so already, head up, smash that like button. Let's keep sending this out there. Then hit that subscribe. I would truly appreciate that love and support, guys. All right, let's get this last set of skull crushers in. Oh, that's all she wrote. Oh. Hold on a second, guys. The master, why are you shirtless? So fucking stupid. Imagine someone being mad that I'm in my own house and you're upset about that. Imagine. I want you to really think about and evaluate your life. I'm literally in my house that I pay the bills for. I pay the cable here. I pay the internet here. I pay for the house. Like I'm in my own house. Are you mad too? I don't have shoes on. I just have socks on because I'm in my house and in my basement. Just imagine being mad about that. Like your life is so fucking miserable that you're mad about someone else not having a shirt on in their own house. I'm not at the gym. I'm not filming at a commercial gym. Like that's weird. Oh no, man, sir. You're fine. Someone said something. Wesley, busy working out and other stuff, but getting medicine ball to start. Wesley, that's where it's at, buddy. Keep grinding, man. I'm 39 years old. I'm 39. I'll be 40 here in April. And so basically it was about almost 2 years ago, year and a half ago. Like I was fat. I got hurt at a water park with my family because I was overweight. Like the slide limit was 280. I was 303. I went down the slide anyways. I ended up hurting myself. And I was like, dude, you got to make a change. You're embarrassing. You're at a water park wearing a shirt because you're embarrassed. Like at a certain point, like you just have to grow up. And that was like the aha moment of like, you're out of shape. They want to put you on blood pressure medications. Like, what are you doing, bro? You used to be a personal trainer. You used to be super fit. You used to teach gym classes. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're a loser. And so it's like at that moment, like I continued eating that crap the rest of that weekend because we've already bought the food. That next Monday, I just fully locked in and was like, I'm simply going to do better. I'm going to make a forever change. And for the last 16 months, 17 months now, I've been grinding day after day after day. You know, I've lost anywhere between like no pounds in a week and 5 to 6 pounds in a week. But on average, I lose 2 to 3 pounds every week, and that's my continued grind. So to get down to 213, I'm guessing it's still going to take me another 4 to 6 weeks to lose the next 10 pounds to get down to 303, which will roughly, I'm hoping, will put me right around 8 to 10% body fat. We actually have freedom in this country, so we can go shirtless. You're 39 years old. Wow, looks great. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I just find it funny. People get offended in my videos. Like, you don't have a shirt on your video. I'm like thinking about how weird would that be. So because I'm worried about other people think like I need to put a shirt on before I film a video and then take the shirt off because I walk around my house without a shirt on. My kids walk around our house without a shirt on. So I would intentionally be putting a shirt on to film a video. To me, I think that that's more weird than just being my natural self all the time. Like when I mow the lawn, I don't have a shirt on. Like, as long as it's not cold outside, I don't have a shirt on. I don't like to wear a shirt. I have a history of losing my shirt in public. Like, it's just who I am. So that actually just amazes me that people actually get like mad about that. Like, and the only reason you're getting mad about someone not wearing a shirt in their own house is because you're self-conscious about how you look and you don't feel comfortable walking around without a shirt on yourself. Like, you're uncomfortable with how you feel, and so you're going to put your feelings onto others because you don't enjoy how you look. Well, you know what? If you got up and went to the gym and followed the diet, you would enjoy how you look. I promise you. Lifting weight and looking better and losing weight is very that simple. Like, eat less, work out more. It's not rocket scientists. Like, we all make excuses for just being fat and lazy. Like, all of society is like, be body positive. Like, no, fuck you. Stop being lazy. Or say, hey, I'm fat and I'm okay with that. If you like being fat and it doesn't bother you, then be fat and don't let it bother you. But don't be like, I'm healthy, because you're not. Reminder to like and subscribe. Thanks, Sam. Appreciate that. Work your butt. No problem. It's for my forearm. So I allow the weights to roll down in my hands and I roll them up. So this works grip strength and forearm. So I made a huge mistake when I was younger and I used Versa grips or like wrist straps for all my exercise, all my lat stuff. And so basically I have really terrible grip strength. And so by essentially cheating myself for a long time, I lost on like forearm power and grip strength. So now specifically on arm day, I train grip strength. So you'll see me do 3 sets of these reverse curls, and then I'll do 3 sets of front curls. So I'll try 10s. I think I can do 10s. Do you also do cardio? Yes, I do. I do 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week. So I do cardio usually after I lift, and then I do an extra session of cardio usually on Sunday where I don't lift weights. I was lifting weights 6 days a week, but then I realized my body wasn't recovering and I needed that extra day off. So I just added cardio into it, which I realized the cardio actually really kind of helped with the recovery, remove the lactic acid from the body. So I do roughly 4.3 miles. I do exactly 4.3 miles 6 days a week. I lift weights 5 days a week on top of following a perfect diet. Also, guys, look at this. I don't know if you can see it. Like the blue veins here. I've never had that either. Like, I've never had body fat low enough be able to see any kind of vascular stuff like that. Like when I flex here, guys, look at the shoulder striations. I've never had this a day in my life. Like shoulder striations, like how cool is that? Like it's funny, it's like I'm like a kid in a candy store here. Like I've never had half this stuff before. I've never been this locked in. I've never worked this hard in my life. Outside of building my business, which is now very successful, but on my body and taking care of myself, I've never looked this good. I've never felt this good. And even sometimes, guys, my confidence isn't even that great. Body dysmorphia is a bitch. There'll be some days I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn, bro, like you look good. There's other days I look in the mirror and I'm like, you're awful, bro. You're fat. Like, what are you doing? Like, lock in. Why aren't you locked in? Like, mind you, there's nothing else I could change to do better, but I just feel awful about myself certain days. Welcome in, Spency. How you doing today, man? Guys, also head up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it already. Let me go grab my other phone real quick, guys. Can't remember how many we were at to begin with. I want to say, how long did it take you to go from hanging moves to built chest? Actually, to be honest with you, man, here's the crazy part is like, part of the reason I got so fat was because that like my chest was always big in man boobs because before I lost the weight, I was benching 395, like raw with just wrist straps. I was benching 395. And so my chest always stuck out massively. So even when I was fat and my belly stuck out, like I had this chest that stuck out even farther. So like I never had that belly where like your chest came out here and your chest was here. So my chest always was bigger. So like it just kind of went straight down. So my chest being big is actually what allowed me to get super fat. I mean, like my chest has always been big because I've always lifted heavy chest day. And so I used to do powerlifting. So my chest has always been very strong, but like, it's crazy. Like my chest has always been in shape. Now it's just more cut up, and that's part of the reason. So during chest day, I do those underflies where it kind of comes here. You can kind of see the striations start to come in, like when you come from underneath. So that's one of the things I started doing was like, I do 4 sets of press exercises, some kind of press exercises, and then I do 3 sets of pec deck, and then 3 sets from underneath. So I do a total of 18 sets for chest day. We are our own worst critic, 100%, Spence. 100%. You ain't wrong, man. Look at that, guys. You can see the veins. Feels pretty cool. Again, never had that before. Very awesome. Thanks for a thoughtful answer. Yeah, for sure, man. Like, so that was part of the reason I got so fat was because basically my chest was like high to my belly for like the longest time. And then all of a sudden, like one day I realized like my wife tried to put her arms around me and she's like here and she can't actually put her arms around me because I'm so fat. I'm like, damn, bro, like, what are you doing? And so like now it's like she could fully like wrap her arms around me because my waist is a lot smaller. Like I think I'm down to like a size 32 waist. Like I told you guys earlier, I have to buy new pants. I'm pretty excited about that. Actually, now I think about it, if I have time tomorrow, I'll do it. I gotta go buy new pants tomorrow. That'd be pretty exciting. Guys, I'm supposed to do abs today, and I just simply don't think I'm going to have time to. Like, what time is it? 10:33. All right, so we got 2 more sets of those, then we're gonna hop in the treadmill. So guys, while killing 2 birds, 1 stone, I'm gonna go grab my shoes, use the bathroom real quick, so give me just a second to finish getting around. Oh, thanks. Just make up for it tomorrow, man. Nothing wrong with that. You're still showing up tonight and did everything. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate that, man. Yep, that's the plan. Is we'll do abs tomorrow because I'm now doing like abs 3 times a week. So I did them Monday. Took yesterday off. Supposed to do them today, but I'll do them tomorrow, and then I'll do it like Saturday. There we go. Then we'll start over next week. All right, guys, we're gonna go for a ride and move you guys over to the treadmill. All right, give me just a second. All right, guys. And you made me get up and work out with you like usual. I wasn't. That's awesome, Sam. Congrats, man. Guys, we've got 23 of y'all, 24 of y'all beautiful folks in there. Someone just double tap that screen, hit that like button. We are 18 likes behind our goal, but that's all right. I think we've got about 20 new subscribers so far today. Maybe, no, I think like 16 new subscribers. So if you haven't done so already, looking for some support, head up, hit that subscribe button. Actually, I'm gonna move this over just a little bit because I feel like It definitely needs to be moved. There we go. Let's try that. All right, that's a little better. What up, Andre? How you doing, man? Woo! You guys just watched me about eat shit on the treadmill here. Oh. All right, guys, time to get after it. Don't know if I'll do the full 65 minutes because that'll put me like 11:35 and I still got to shower and eat dinner, but we'll get after it the best we can. Maybe we'll see how it is. Go to bed a little bit later tonight. Only sleep for about 6.5 hours. Just continue fighting through. We'll see what happens. No time for excuses. We gotta get everything done. Andre, man, I'm feeling great today, man. To be honest with you, work was a lot better, but extremely busy. Then I went to work at my second job, which was even more busy. It was off the chain at work today, at both jobs. Then, by the time I got home, it was like 9:30. Popped some pre-workout. Time to get after it. We did 4 sets of easy bar curls. We did 4 sets of dumbbell We did 4 sets of dumbbell curls, 4 sets of tricep push downs, 4 sets of skull crushers, 3 sets of behind the back forearm curls, and then 3 sets of seated forearm curls. So what is that, 18 or 16 and 6? So 24 sets total we did. How do you sleep after taking pre-workout this late? Well, Andre, I have this magic power called ADHD, so stimulants have the opposite effect on me. They tend to bring me down versus taking me up. So, but it's also fun because even if I come down, my anxiety might go up. So you get this like happy medium of like, I'm calm here, but also feel like I could attack your face like a rabid Wolverine. It's super fun. Super fun. So, like my youngest son has ADHD. He was diagnosed, both of us are diagnosed, fully done the testing, the whole 9. And like we give him a cup of coffee every morning before school. And it actually helps like bring him down and actually able to focus. So that's kind of how it is for me with caffeine. So it does the opposite effect compared to like other people. But guys, we are up to 25 beautiful folks, and I mean each and every one of y'all are beautiful. If you haven't done so already, double tap that screen. Give it some love. I would truly, truly appreciate that support. Let's see if we can get up to 45 likes here in the next 30 seconds. So just tickle that screen just a little bit, and I would appreciate it. Thank you, whoever just hit that like button. Thank you, whoever just hit that like button. Appreciate you. I have this problem where I think I could kill a bear with my hands. Sam, I have that same problem. You remember that whole argument of like 100 men versus a grizzly, or 100 men versus a gorilla, like who would win? And people were like, we'd get ripped to shreds. Nah, man. I think 100 men, if we're willing to sacrifice a good chunk of them, 100 men could easily take out a gorilla. Firm believer of it. Like hundreds of me in there, we could definitely take out a gorilla. I mean, we're probably sacrificing about 50 of us, but simple weight. I mean, 200. Let's just for using that, say I weigh 200 pounds. 200 times 100 is what? What is that? 20,000 pounds. If we just all piled on top, like simple law of physics would tell you, 20,000 pounds, a gorilla can't get up from that. I mean, I think we could take it. 12 men could do it. It's a man's world. You're not wrong, Razor. But it's Razor, that's the quiet part. We don't say that part out loud. Gotta be willing to die for the greater good. Yep, see, Sam, we gotta do it just to prove a point, right? And I can't believe I'm gonna say this because this is gonna cause problems, but seeing how like 98% of the people that follow me are all men, I feel like none of the ladies are gonna be around to upset that. But it's kind of like that whole bear versus man thing. Like, who would you rather kick it with? You're gonna go kick it with a bear? Because the bear's not gonna eat you, right? Because the bear is safe. A wild bear, one swipe of the paw, you're just done. razor sharp claws, bite force through the roof. But yeah, y'all can go kick it with the bear. Anonymous, how much weight did I lose? Actually, it's funny. Anonymous name's got bear in it, so that can't be a coincidence. Like society coming down and be like, Brandon, don't say that. Like chill out, bro. You're taking it too far. We found the line and your bitch ass lived past it. I've lost 90 pounds, man. So Anonymous, I went from 303 and now I'm down to 213. My ultimate goal is to be 203 pounds. 6'3", 203 is my end game. So I got about another 10 pounds to lose. Right, Sam? Like, y'all, if I just disappear and I don't go live anymore, it's because the Women Coalition came after me and they finally got me. I never understood that whole thing. That's just dumb as hell. Like, let me go kick her with a bear. The bear ain't gonna hurt me. It'll keep me nice and warm. Yeah, because it'll rip you open. That's amazing. I'm 260 now and down from 290. Man, that's awesome, Anonymous. Good work, man. I'm telling you, you can do it all natural. You don't need any shot injections, TRT. Put in hard work and dedication, man. Just show up and show out every single day. Hop in the treadmill. You see me, I walk at a 4-point speed. I'm not running. I'm not doing tons of crazy stuff. I walk at the treadmill for 65 minutes, 6 days a week. Again, I'm an outlier. I know I do weird things. But like, you lift some weights, you hop on the treadmill 20 minutes a day, you eat a healthy diet, you're going to see their weight just come flying off, man. I promise you. Don't be putting an injection in your body. Like, don't do that to yourself. Because if you don't change the habits and you don't change how you eat, the moment people stop taking these GLP-1s, they gain all the weight right back. So, show up and show up for yourself. And do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Fuck everybody else. Do everything for you, man. Like, I did all this for me. Well, and my kids, so I can live longer, so I can spend more time with them. So I did this for me and my kids. I wanted to be able to go outside and not get winded. Like, I wanted to be able to play with them and not be exhausted. You know, I wanted to be something that they could be proud of and not be like, that's my dad, the fat one over there. So, we gotta show up for our kids, especially for men. You got boys out there, your boys look at you as an inspiration. And if you're a fat slob, that's what they're gonna aspire to do. So, show up for your kids, guys. It's important. They watch you. They watch everything you do. They watch you get up for work. They watch you grind. They watch what you eat. They watch everything you do and they mimic it. So you got to show up for your kids. I do just so I'm comfortable in my own skin. Sam, that's awesome, man. Again, like, I'm not competing against you. I'm not competing against anybody else. It is me versus me every single day. I solely compete against myself. And as long as I am better than the person I was yesterday and the day before, that's all that matters. And that's all I strive for, is to be one inch better than the person I was yesterday. And you know, I know it's funny that inch after inch after inch after inch. Like, I'm 39 years old. If I was talking to 35-year-old Brandon, 35-year-old Brandon would just be blown away by the person I've become, the business I've been able to build, the body I've been able to build, just blown away. 30-year-old Brandon wouldn't even know. He'd be like, bro, that ain't even you. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's not you. Like, I don't even recognize you. Like, successful businessman, like encouraging people to lose weight. You're in the best shape of your life at almost 40. Like, what are you doing, bro? Do you have any strong discipline advice? Story, I do. So the best thing you could do is take the word motivation, take that bitch, throw it over there. We're going to leave motivation over there. We're never going to talk about it again. We're going to pick up the word discipline. We're going to put it in front of us. On Sunday, you're going to write your gym schedule. Whatever you write down on Sunday for the week, that's what you're going to follow. You're not going to deviate from that schedule. If on Monday, you're meant to go to the gym from 6 to 7, and that's on the schedule, you're going to show up. Your buddy calls you and say, hey, you want to go to the bar? You say, no, I'm going to the gym. Your mom says, hey, you want to go get dinner? No, I'm going to the gym. And enough times if you tell people no, they'll be like, the gym's important to him. I'm not going to ask him, but what I'm going to do is say, hey, man, do you want to go get a drink afterwards? Hey, man, do you want to go get a diet soda afterwards? I know you're on a diet. Like, they will start to respect your grind. And then you also meal prep on Sunday. So you meal prep Sunday for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You re-meal prep on Wednesday for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then you're good for the week. Like, you just meal prep. So then you never have to think about what you're going to eat every single day. Like, it's already in your little black container. It's already pre-measured out. And you're ready to go. There's no questions asked. Your meal prep's done. your workout schedule and your work schedule is done for the week. You show up Monday, you get to shut your brain off. You already know what your day looks like for your schedule. You already know what you're going to eat for that day. Simple. And you just do that every Sunday, and now you're disciplined because you already wrote out the plan. You don't have to think about it. Monday, you don't have to question, what do I have to do? What do I have to do there? Boom, I look at my calendar, this is what I got to do today. It's really that simple. It's hard on my abs. What's the trick? Razor, it's simply about you eat less, burn more weight. Abs are done in the kitchen, not in the weight room. So you have to essentially burn more calories than you eat. So I burn roughly 4,000 calories a day, and I eat roughly 2,000 calories a day. So I'm at a negative 2,000 calorie deficit a day, which means roughly every 2 days, I burn roughly a pound of fat. So on average, I lose 2 to 4 pounds a week. Testosterone will improve by itself by working out 100%. And not only that, squatting is very important. The more you squat, the more natural testosterone you reach in your body. Leg day is one of my favorite days. I do legs every Tuesday. Second day of the week, do chest and then I do legs. Squat, heavy hack squats, leg curls, leg extensions, and stiff-legged deadlifts. If you don't like hack squats, you could do leg press. It's me, Lily, New Year. I just want to say hi. Hey, Lily, how you doing today? How many days do you stretch? Joe Jackson, I stretch 2 days a week. So I stretch on leg day and I stretch on back day. I do a whole leg workout as I'm getting older. I want to stretch my legs. Like I can stiffen my legs out, bend down, almost put my hands flat on the floor. So my hamstrings aren't tight. And I stretch my IT band, my hamstring, and my groin are the things I stretch. Guys, we've got 30 of y'all beautiful folks. I need one like to give us 50 likes for this live. Need one of y'all beautiful folks to hit that like button and then head up, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 50 likes. I truly appreciate it. Or dedicate to stretching. What do you mean, Joe? I'm about to go for a 5K run here. Dan, that's awesome, man. In the summer, I was running quite a bit. I was running a 30-minute 5K after only training for 2 weeks. So I was pretty proud of myself. And again, running is all about mental toughness because the brain's gonna tell you, ow, this hurts, ow, this is uncomfortable, ow, you're out of breath. Push yourself, keep pushing. There's a difference between discomfort and pain. Pain, you wanna stop. Discomfort, you wanna keep pushing yourself. That little cramp you get in your side that's kind of like, this is uncomfortable. Keep pushing, keep running. So for me, I pick a time or a distance and I go until I get to that spot, not when my brain just tells me to stop. Because your brain's gonna tell you to stop way beforehand because it's a way to protect itself. What are some of the meals you meal prep? So story, it's easy for me because I eat the same thing every single day. So I buy 10-pound bags of protein by Synthesix. It's 10-pound bags, so I think it's 96 or 98 servings. I do 2 scoops in the morning for breakfast. And then my next 2 meals, I do 1 cup white rice, 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup chicken. So you just make a big thing of chicken, either on the grill or in the oven. Big pan of broccoli, and then you just put your rice in a rice maker. You measure everything out with a measuring cup. Boom, you throw it in a black bowl. You meal prep for 3 to 4 days at a time, and everything's done. And then for night, I make my same thing for dinner every night. 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites. I like to do my eggs over easy because I like the taste of the yolks. And then I put salt on it. And then I do 1 cup of cottage cheese, non-fat cottage cheese for the casein protein. And then I do some kind of fruit. So it's right around 2,000 to 2,200 calories per day, 200 grams of protein. But again, I burn 4,000 calories a day, so I'm at a huge calorie deficit every single day. So I'm losing weight. I'm getting more shredded day after day after day. I burn roughly 500 calories alone just on the treadmill. I burn another 300 calories by lifting weights. And so then none of that, but lifting weights ramps up your metabolism for the rest of the day. So when I go to bed here in a little bit, my metabolism is still going to be jacked up, burning while I'm sleeping. Because I lifted weights and my muscles now got to recover. And that's how I've managed to lose 90 pounds in like 16, 17 months, all natural. Thank you, Big Dog. Thanks, Joe Jackson. Appreciate it, man. Yes, as Sam said, guys, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Show some love and support. I truly appreciate it. I box, so I've been dialing back my workout and stretching and taking care of body more. I've been doing new wrist and forearm workouts as well. Joe Jackson, I also, recently, like I said, I did a lot of wrist and forearm exercises simply because I have piss poor grip strength. And eventually I would love to do a powerlifting competition, but I don't have the grip strength to deadlift the weight I can deadlift. I use Versa grips. And I also am not a big fan of over under grip. I like over top, but I can't pull 470 pounds like this. Like I can do it with Versa grips, but I can't do it. So maybe over under I could do it, but I'm worried about tearing a bicep. I've heard too many horror stories about people who do an over under grip of like tearing this bicep here because you pull up with it naturally, not mean to. So I got to start playing with that. And also, Joe, I would love to do boxing. I would love to get a boxing bag or a punching bag. Like the cardio for a punching bag is just a whole new level. Your channel's motivating. Thanks, Everblue. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, guys. We are 5 likes away from 60 likes for this live. Let's continue smashing that button. Show some love and support. I'd appreciate it, guys. You guys are great. Whew. We've lifted weights for a little over an hour. We've been on the treadmill for 16 minutes now. Guys, we were just getting after it. It's hot, I'm sweating. For athletes, would you suggest any heavy lifting or more control? So story, it depends on when you say athlete, I need to know specifically what you're training for, because you need to train for whatever it is that you're doing or whatever position you play. Because if you play offensive, defensive lineman, versus playing linebacker, versus playing corner or nickel, then you're going to train completely different. If you're training to play basketball, that's different than someone who's training for shot put and discus. So I need to know what specifically sport you're training for me to be able to give you any kind of recommendations. So at one point, guys, I was a certified personal trainer through ISSA, but personal training is eerily similar to social work. You're begging people to do better while they're essentially paying you to do it, when the reality is people actually don't want to get better. They don't actually want to do better. So people used to just pay me $50 to come to their house, 15, 20 minutes in the workout. They'd be like, I'm done. Here's your money. I'd be like, thanks for the money, but nah, this is not what I'm here for. So I never renewed my license after 2 years because it wasn't fun. I feel like I have to skip the rest of tricep exercises. My left tricep feels like it's in the... I've been there, Sam. Sam, remember the other day when my shoulder popped? I was doing those rear delt flies. My shoulder popped. I felt that for about 3 days. I was like, oh, this might be bad. This could be extremely bad. But after like 3-4 days, I was fine. Like I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do chest coming up here next 4 days, but it ended up feeling pretty good. It just kind of had like a weird twinge to it for a while. But again, it goes back to any kind of lifts. Like you never know what's gonna happen when you show up to the gym. Like the body's weird, and once you beat it up, because essentially, again, building muscle is tearing the muscle, but then you eat protein and it builds back stronger. So when you're sore, it's because you tore your muscles. Like right now, my legs are sore as hell because I did legs yesterday. And so on the treadmill, it's just miserable right now because my legs are killing me. Yep, it's not even. My cut date either, it's just kind of cracked. Oh boy, corner football, pole vaulting, hockey. A lot of speed needed, although adding plyometrics. Yeah, so story for you, I would definitely encourage all your lifts to do sets of 12. There's no need for you to do some heavy lifting. However, once in a while on bench press, if you want to do like some heavy sets of 4 on bench press, simply because a lot of corner, it's jammy. You know, you get a good jam. So all that jam comes from, you know, that inside, that chest movement upward. And so if you could practice like basically heavy sets of 4. So, you know, like if you could do 5, you have too much weight on it. So heavy sets of 4, then move into like, you know, an incline set, incline sets of 12, and then, you know, some kind of press exercise of 12. Then it's fine, but you definitely could do some heavy lifting because it'll improve that jam at the line of scrimmage. Because again, if you could come in, say like your max bench is 315, and the wide receivers is, you know, $125, and you come in here and you hit them with that jam, that quick jam, you're gonna knock them off balance. You've already wasted 2 to 3 seconds. You know, the average football play only lasts 3 to 5 seconds, or 3 to 4 seconds. You now have a huge advantage where you don't actually have to play coverage because you've already knocked your man out of the route with your jam at the line of scrimmage because your chest is so strong. So it's that in that aspect. You can do heavy sets of 4. Everything else I would encourage you doing sets of 12 because you want that cardiovascular endurance. Definitely focus on a lot of hip movements as that's going to be important to be able to turn on the ball. So that's what my recommendation would be for you. Definitely work on some heavy sets of 4. And that's why I like for offensive and defensive linemen, heavy ass sets of 4. You want to basically move mass, as much mass as you can, for 3 to 4 seconds. Because that's all the average football play is. 3 to 4 seconds. I think, what was it? What was the beast defensive tackle for the Rams? Guy that won multiple defensive players of the year. Why am I drawing? Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald was benching like, I think it was like 550 or 580 raw. And part of his whole thing was just his strength. The ability to move people can just do great things. So, for especially that heavy sets of 4, there's no need for anybody on the offensive defensive line for doing sets of 12. There's 0 benefits for it. Outside of like you might build a little bit of chest, but again, who cares what your chest looks like? It's all about whatever's applicable, like whatever you can apply to the game, which is heavy sets of 4. It should be the same thing for deadlifts and the same thing for squats. You want to move as much mass and as much space in 3 to 4 seconds. I wish someone would have told me that when I was in high school, because like I didn't squat because I was embarrassed. My squat was so shitty in high school that I didn't squat because I was too embarrassed to have the other people around me. If I had to guess, when I graduated high school, my squat was maybe 135, 185 in the best. I just didn't do it. I benched 225, 235, at 181. But like squat, deadlift, bench press. Like if you're playing football, I don't care if you're a $125 or if you're 240. Like those are the 3 main exercises you need to be doing. Some clean and jerks. We'll go away. Don't compare yourself. Show up to the gym and show out, man. Who cares if people make fun of you? Because you want to know it. By showing up, you'll get stronger. By showing up, you'll be better. By showing up and getting stronger and faster, you might actually play versus sitting on the bench. I didn't play at all my senior year, besides maybe some special teams. I was too slow to play a skill position. I ran a 5'6", 40, and I was 6'1", 130 or 181 pounds, and I had no leg strength. So I sure the hell wasn't playing on the line. So I played guard and tackle. I sat at the end of the bench. I guarded the water bottle. I tackled any bitch that got near it. Oh yeah, brother, you're so inspiration to see someone with Down syndrome streaming. Bro, at first I was like, cool, my man's gonna be nice. And then bro was funny as hell. So like, I'm conflicted. Like, do I be mad right now? Or I'm impressed? So I'm somewhere in the middle of like, my man slightly hurt my feelings. And then on the other hand, I'm like, that was funny, so I can't be mad at him. So we're just kind of like, just here. We're just here right now of like, burning ball of rage. Funny. Like, good one, bro. Good one. But be honest with me right now, man. How many times have you just copied that and paste, scroll to stream to stream to stream, just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste? Or do you actually put some real effort into that? Because if you're just copying and pasting, man, anybody can do that. Do you go live frequently? Story, I go live roughly 5 to 6 days a week. So Mondays and Tuesdays, I lift at the gym because Mondays I do chest. I don't have enough equipment here to do chest. Tuesdays I do legs. I don't have enough equipment here to do that. So, but if I don't do cardio at the gym, I'll come home and live stream just my cardio after I lift weights. Wednesdays, I then do biceps, triceps, forearms, and then cardio. And then it all just depends on like my work schedule because I work multiple jobs. And so like tonight, I didn't get home till 9:30. But yeah, we're in the gym and we're balling out. Tomorrow, I'll also do shoulders, traps, and then cardio tomorrow night. And then Friday, I actually work I'll leave my house at 7:30 in the morning and I won't get home until like 10:30 at night. So I won't work out at all tomorrow. And then Saturday, I'll do back, deadlifts, cardio, and then Sunday I'll do cardio by itself. So those will be my streams the rest of the week. So I'll be streaming every day but Friday. Mad respect, man. I don't know how you work out late at night. I can work out, but beginning of the day feels gross if I'm not worked out every day. Man, let me tell you right now, that's how I am. Like, I can't look myself in the mirror if I don't show up. I would rather be drop dead exhausted tomorrow, knowing that I showed up and worked out, than if I didn't. Dad bod. Really, Williams, you prayed you look like me, bro. You pray. You wake up and have wet dreams about people like me. Like, oh man, please gonna look like that guy. Oh! That's gonna get me banned. That's the stuff that's gonna get me banned. Look at that, guys. Took it too far. We found the line. We found the line. It was here. We went here. I'm gonna get reported now. At least I know I went out on top. I went out swinging from the fences. Ah! You got abs from walking? Nah, man. I got abs from showing up for myself every single day. I got abs by doing things that everybody else isn't willing to do. I got abs from following the same diet for like 16 months. I got abs from doing 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week. I got abs from lifting weights 5 days a week. Like showing up and showing out. I got abs from working out 2 hours a day and being extremely strict on what I eat. Shadow ban's on the way. Yeah, no kidding. Which is funny, the minute you say that, then Shadow shows up in the chat like, not a coincidence. Are you planning to remove the loose skin? No, man, you're fine. And the funny like stuff like that don't bother me. Like the thing is, I'm one of those people, like you're not gonna hurt my feelings very often, but like, I know I'm still fat. To me, like the body dysmorphia is real. And I know that like, look here, like this is not normal. Like it's awful, it looks disgusting, right? But again, I can't control that at this point. Like, I have to keep the weight off for 6 months. Once I keep the weight off for 6 months, then I will look at maybe doing a tummy tuck if the ab or if the skin doesn't absorb. But we'll kind of see like what happens. But at this point, yeah, I've considered doing like the surgery. I looked it up. It's like 6 to 9 grand. It averages out to be about 6 to 8 grand, which for me is no big deal. So yes, I've considered doing like the tummy tuck surgery if I can't get this, or if I can't get everything to shore back up later on. Like I've worked way too hard. I've missed way too many like burgers and donuts and events with friends and family to not look how I want to look. And it's not for lack of effort. Some things I just simply can't control. Yeah, Joe, I remember. You're not fat, man. I am still a little bit. I'm going to be honest. I got a fat ass gut, so you look good. Thanks, Durango. Appreciate that. Is it normal for someone who lost that much weight to have Everblue? So you got to remember, guys, I was 303, so it wasn't like I was slightly overweight. I was extremely overweight. Like my natural body weight is probably around 215. Is what I would like to walk around at. Think about it. I was 88 pounds heavier than my natural body weight. So needless to say, your body has to make room for that. Well, how does it make room for it? The skin expands. So I got fat. And now we're just kind of dealing with what we have. Where's your location? Barb, I'm in central Michigan. So put it to your hand. I live roughly right here. Looking good. Thanks, Durango. Appreciate that. What's your diet now? So my diet now, I've eaten the same thing basically for the last 35 days. I've had one cheat day, which was epic. But I do BSN, chocolate milkshake, 2 scoops in the morning. So it's right around 48 grams of protein, 380 grams, or 300 calories, or 380 calories. I drink black coffee in the morning. I drink half my protein shake at 10. I drink the other half at noon. I have my first meal about 1:30 of 1 cup white rice, 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup chicken. I have my second meal around 4:30, which is the same thing. 1 cup white rice, 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup chicken. It's already pre-measured. It's all in a bowl, and it's just ready to go. My last meal of the day is 4 whole eggs because I needed more fat in my diet, 2 egg whites, 1 cup non-fat cottage cheese because it's a casein protein, and you should have casein protein before you go to bed. Usually I eat this around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Tonight I won't eat it until about 11:30, 11:45. And then some kind of fruit. So I'll do like an apple, blueberries, blackberries, cherries, strawberries. Been eating a lot of kiwis lately. I've been really enjoying the kiwis. Bill Hall says, looks great as usual. Thanks, Bill Hall. Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it, man. Total amount of protein per day. So I'm right around 200 grams of protein. So I do 4 meals a day at 50 grams of protein. Ideally, like for someone You want to try to spread that out to 6 meals to marry into like a protein synthesis throughout the day. However, for me, I find it easiest just to do 4 meals, roughly 500 calories each, 500 to 600 calories each, and a total of like 2,000 to 2,200 calories. So guys, we need 4 of y'all beautiful folks. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, show some love and support. I'd appreciate that. What was my weight before, Steve? Steve, my weight before was 303 pounds, and I'm 213 as of this morning. So I've lost 90 pounds total. My end goal as of right now is 203. And so at 203, I would lost 100 pounds. Think about that, guys. 40 size waist, 2XL shirts. So now I'm into a large shirt. And tomorrow I'm gonna go buy size 40 or buy size 32 pants. First time I'll be in 32 pants since maybe high school. Like high school was the last time I was at 32. That's wild, guys. Think about that. So I'm 39 right now. So the last time I wore a 32, I was 18. 21 years ago. 21 years ago, I'll be back in those pants. Wild. I'm trying to have around 200 grams of protein per day. Bar, that's perfect, depending on your body weight. I always encourage people roughly 1 gram of protein per 1 gram of body weight. How tall am I? I am 6'3". So, 6'3", 213 right now, and I want to get down to 202. Just shred it. I mean, I want to just have the B taper going all the way down. Like, that's my goal. Like, I just want to have veins on top of veins on top of vascularness of just craziness. Yes, guys, as Sam said, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. Everblue, thank you for that support, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it, guys. We are 2 likes away from 60 likes for this live. Whew, I'm starting to sweat here, guys. It's getting warm. We lifted for over an hour, and now we've been on the treadmill for 32 minutes. But guys, I need y'all to smash that like button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really shows me some love and support. Helps give me that encouragement to continue fighting this fight. So double tap that screen. I'd appreciate it. And then hit that subscribe. And then any of my videos that ever pop up, guys, just give it a quick comment. Show some love and support. I would truly appreciate that. If there's any specific videos you guys would like me to make or focus on, or areas or questions you would like me to answer, let me know. I'm kind of just throwing content out right now. I've been cutting a lot of it from the lives. Like, I rewatched them and cut a lot of that content out there because I feel like that's when I can give some of the most inspirational stuff, is when I'm already currently working out. I'm not consistent with my diet. This is the biggest challenge. I'm 5'11", 172, but still around 18% body fat. Oh yeah, Bar, you gotta lock in, man. 100%. Like, lock in. Figure out what's important to you and focus on that. And that's kind of what happened to me. Like for me, this is my hyperfixation right now. This is my happy zone. I enjoy being on this treadmill. I enjoy lifting weights. I enjoy eating rice, chicken, and broccoli. Like, it's weird to eat pizza. Like, when I ate pizza on Saturday, I felt like that was the outlier. Eating candy and chocolate and Swiss cake rolls, that was the outlier. It was uncomfortable. Putting creamer in my coffee, uncomfortable, became the outlier. It is normal for me to diet. It is normal for me to exercise. So anything that deviates from that becomes uncomfortable, because once you change the norm, or what you used to consider normal, to the new normal, everything becomes easy, because now me dieting is normal. I'm not dieting, I'm eating healthy. I've changed that lifestyle. I changed this idea of like, stop and grab a Gatorade, or stop and grab an energy, stop and grab a pop. Like, it's like, I'll go to the store and I'll buy those flavored waters, like the flavored waters from Walmart. I'll buy 20 of them, and they all sit in the backseat of my car. I'll be driving along, like, I'm thirsty. Now I'm not like, I gotta stop at the store, I gotta do this. It's like, reach in the back seat and we grab one, and we just start drinking it. We can keep mosey on with what we're doing. So, I hate exercising, but I feel gross without it. Well, Bar, that's where we go and we get rid of the word motivation and we replace it with discipline. I want you to write out your schedule for working out on Sunday. I want you to write out your meal plan on Sunday. And don't deviate from that schedule. 100% ever. It's all about a lifestyle. I mean, again, I got home at 9:30 tonight. Took my pre-workout, hopped my fat ass downstairs, and I started working out. I'll work out for 2 hours. I won't get done until 11:30. And it'll be just enough time to go upstairs, shower, and eat, and go to bed. It'll be crazy. Like, Like, a lot of people are like, I don't want to do that. It's boring. I didn't get to watch TV. I didn't get to read my book. I didn't get to play on my phone. I didn't get to do this. Like, I didn't get to play PlayStation. Like, okay, then be okay with being mundane and being normal. If you want to be an outlier, you want to have those things that others have, you got to be willing to do what others aren't. So for me, I have no problem getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, working 12, 13 hours, driving 50 minutes each way, coming home, putting my workout in, coming home, getting my cardio in, and then not doing a bunch of fun stuff, and then eating, showering, and going to bed, wash, rinse, repeat. When you show up for yourself every single day, that's when real change is made. When you get comfortable being uncomfortable, that's when real change is made. Let me say that again. When you get comfortable being uncomfortable, that is when you start making massive changes in your life. If you're not willing to do that, then be okay just being stagnant or mundane. I have a Ninja Thirsty machine. You ever heard of those? No, I do not know what that is, Sam. I exercise mostly every day, rarely 6 days per week, usually 7. Bar, I'd encourage you to take a full day off because the body needs rest and recovery. You'll actually do detrimental damage if you work out 7 days a week. So, like, if you want to do like a slow-paced cardio, like a 7th day, like that's fine. But outside that, I wouldn't lift weights or even do calisthenics 7 days a week. What are you doing for a living, Bar? I'm a social worker. So, I work in Saginaw, which is one of the most dangerous cities in America. And I work 2 full-time jobs. In my company that I work for, I have full caseloads in one program and then full caseload in the other program. So I put a solid 50, 55 hours a week in that job. And then I work at our local hospital nights and weekends. I determine if people go inpatient for like psychiatric care or if they need like resources or substance abuse inpatient, things like that. So I work part-time there. That's where I work tonight. I work there Friday night. I work Sunday. So that's all my part-time job. Then I have my real estate license. I buy and sell real estate. And then my wife and I, we self-manage 13 rental units. So we started investing into real estate about 3-4 years ago. We own 13 units, $1.4 million worth of real estate. And I'm going to continue investing into real estate, use that as my retirement, and I'm on pace to retire at the age of 45. So, sparkling water with flavor, syrup tastes great. Evers, I just buy the sparkling water from like Walmart that's already pre-flavored. Like, I love it, and I'll drink 2 of them a day. Drink 2 full of those things a day. It's delicious. It's like soda pop. There is such a thing as overworking your muscles. Yes, Michael, 100% you can overwork your muscles. So I was lifting weights 5 days a week. When I cut it back to 4 days, I seen a huge difference in muscle growth and recovery. So I absolutely stepped back and I only lift weights 5 days a week now. I do a 6-day of cardio with a full day off. And I had huge benefits over lifting weights 6 days a week. So yes, you can absolutely overwork your muscles. They mix carbonated water and yet syrup to it, but you can mix and match flavors differently. I see, Sam. Awesome, man. Well done. Thanks, Bar. Appreciate it. What up, Knuckles? Chuckles? Brandon, do you do any crunches? No, Joseph, I don't. So I like to do weighted abs because abs are just like any other muscle. The more weight you put to them, I do basically hold on with like a rope or like 2 handles, and I'll do crunches. I do 4 sets of 12 weighted abs, and then I'll do 4 sets of leg lifts, and then I'll do like weighted twist. I do that 1 day a week, and then the other day I do a lot of planks, stir the pots, bird dogs, crunch and holds, but not actual like crunches. Wow, what was your weight before you lost all the weight? I was 303 pounds. Fat AF, 303. And now I'm down to 213 as of this morning. So I've lost 90 pounds. You can see in the stomach flopping around here. It's disgusting. Like, I mean, you guys, look, if I go like this, look how ripped I look. When I literally pull the skin down. You are beautiful. Thanks, Chuckled. Appreciate that, man. That's still pretty much a crunch when you're doing those. So Joseph, I crunch and I hold. And I basically, my left leg will be bent. And I lift up my right leg slightly above my ankle. I hold for 30 seconds. Then I switch my legs and I hold for 30 seconds. So I do 2 sets of 1 minute, 30 seconds on each side. And then from that, I go into 1 minute bird dogs, 30 seconds each side for the bird dogs. Then I go into stir the pots. I do right, left, up and down, and side to side. So that's another 4 minutes of those. And then I go into like 40 seconds of oblique hold. So I hold for 20 seconds one side, I do 20 seconds the other side, and then I rotate, alternate 2 seconds for 4 sets. So, God bless you. You won. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. You lost 90 pounds. Yeah, check. I lost 90 pounds, man. Like, I used to be super fat, man, and I put in the work. So if you guys haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Show some love and support. I would truly, truly appreciate that. I just remember when I did the decline bench, there would make you go even further down my abs. Yeah, if I had one of those hardcore decline benches, I would do them. I don't have one. I don't even think the gym has one, but I know what you're talking about. When I used to go to the YMCA in Owasso, those are great. I do like those. Joseph, I know exactly what you're talking about. I see the loose skin. Respect. Thanks, Harrison. Appreciate that, man. What do you think of meth or legal something of Adderall? Man, I'm a social worker, so a lot of mental health people are on medications. I think the right people taking the right meds will make them very well. I think too often people abuse meds, and it's a problem. But I've seen people who aren't on their meds end up inpatient at the hospital and or have SIHI. They become psychotic and they cannot function in society. However, you get them on the proper meds and they're just as normal as every other human being out there, and you never even know that they had a mental illness. So meds are extremely important once they can find the right combination that's going to help support people. So as someone who has been a social worker for almost 20 years, it's people on the right meds is the difference between people being safe and people being unsafe. Yo, what up, Toasty Plays? What's up, brother? How you doing tonight, man? Guys, we need 4 of y'all lovely folks to hit that like button. Let's get up to 70 likes. Double tap that string iron. I truly appreciate that. Damn, what a hot daddy. Thanks, Lewis. Appreciate that. I need to gain weight, fill up the loose. You need to gain weight and fill up the loose skin. It's pretty hard to do that at this point, unless I took TRT or some kind of roids, but I'm not into that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. If I gotta get skin removal surgery, we'll consider that at some point. But at this point, I got 10 more pounds to lose, and that's where my focus is at. Hard work, dedication. You know, guys, as I always say, I'll never be the smartest person when I enter in a room, but there's not a fucking person in that room that's willing to work harder than I am. Period. Nobody works harder than me. Nobody does what I do. Alright, at least I should say very rare. Toasty, I'm good, man. As you can see, it's 11:15 at night, and we're out here just grinding it out. Like, it's going to be a late night. It's going to suck. I'm going to be exhausted tomorrow. But I also can look myself in the mirror and say, bro, you showed up yesterday. You worked 14 hours. You made a shit ton of money. You exercised. You followed your diet. You showed up, bro. You won the day. You were better than the person you were the day before. And that's all I hope for is, can I be better than the person I was yesterday? That's got to be a challenging job. Everblue, it's extremely challenging. Like, it is an extremely difficult job. Hence why all the gray hair. Damn, absolute beast chest. I just started to return to the gym, still sore. My chest looks tiny, cone body. Keep it up. Nephew, let me tell you, let me give you some advice, buddy. So when you go to the gym, on your chest day, I want you to do 12 sets of press exercises. 12 sets. So for me, I do flat bench. I do 4 sets of heavy of 4. So usually I'll do 265 for 4, 285 for 4, 295 for 4, 305 for 4. I pyramid up because I'm old and I like to warm up my body with that last set of 305. Then I'll move over to, like, I'll do incline dumbbells. I'll grab like 75, so I'll do 75 sets for 4 sets of 12, and then I'll go over to some other press exercise, 4 sets of 12, and then hit yourself with 3 sets of pec deck or like some flies on dumbbells. And then I want you to grab the cables and come from underneath. Come from underneath, get that nice squeeze there. So total, I do 18 sets of chest on chest day. Losing it slowly doesn't always help. You're 100% right. Sorry guys, I missed some of the comments. JJ, what's the job? JJ, I'm a social worker, man. So I work social work in Saginaw, which is just a very dangerous, tired, poor town, high crime rate. And so I'm I love what I do for work, but it's absolutely exhausting. And I work in ACT, which is the highest acuity program that exists. So everybody in that program is basically one step from being like state hospitalized or living in an AFC home because their acuity is incredibly high. And then I work full-time in our other program. So I basically have 2 full-time jobs. And then I work at our hospital to determine if people need inpatient psychiatric care. Stress will kill you, homie. 100%, man. That's why you see me on the treadmill and in the gym. Nothing's better to make the bad voices go away than heavy circles. Heavy circles make all the bad noises go away. That's why I show up for myself every single day. Please don't get the skin removed. Just let the stuff naturally. So Joseph, everything I've read said all doctors require you 6 months of maintaining the weight loss off. And once you do that, then you can consider surgery. So I'm gonna do everything all natural. I'll put the creams on it. I'll do the cold baths. I'm gonna give it 6 months and just reevaluate where things are at from there. Seconded. Dang, man, great job. Thanks, JJ. Appreciate that, man. But guys, we need 3 of y'all beautiful folks, if you haven't done so already. Double tap that screen. Let's get up to 70 likes. I truly appreciate that. I hear you. 12 sets. Also, thanks for doing work that doesn't get praised. So, no, Canadians over here inspired by Americans, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, nephew. I seriously do appreciate those kind of words. It goes a long ways, especially like I take a lot of pride in my job. Take a lot of pride in the people that I help support. It is not always easy to show up to work every single day. It's very difficult, man. And so I truly, I want to say I appreciate those kind words. Stuff like that's what allows me to keep going. We don't get a lot of rewards. We get in a lot of trouble, you know, because again, not very many things go right in social work. Nobody pats you in the back when you do a good job, when you found hyoscine, or you get someone sober, or you do some real good work. You constantly get yelled at anytime your person ends up in the ER, or they end up, you know, attempting to off themselves, or, you know, something bad happens, or they OD. Like, we're always getting yelled at for that kind of stuff that's outside of our control. So the positive vibes really did mean a lot. Did you ever work in counseling? My last therapist? Nope. So I only have a bachelor's degree. So I've never actually done therapy. It's not something I want to do. I considered going back to get my MSW a few years ago. Then I was considering getting my MBA and completely changing fields. But I ended up getting my real estate license, and I started investing in real estate instead. It's been mentally challenging each day, 100%. What up, Jose? How you doing, man? But you have everything else. 100%, Jose. 100%. Just waiting for that stomach to come in, and then we're gonna celebrate. Everything else is really starting to come in line. Like, I want to get that V taper that goes down. Like, that'll be my end goal, is getting that V taper. Ever I've been in a cold shower the last 2 decades? Not sure what you mean, Walter. I used to do cold showers probably about 6 to 8 months ago. I was doing them, or cold baths, cold plunges. I was doing them 3 to 4 times a week. Nothing offers more mental clarity than doing a cold plunge. Let me tell you guys right now, like, it breaks the brain and it forces you to go into a state of mental toughness that you never thought that you had before, because you're just fighting pain and discomfort the entire time. To sit in water that's 50 degrees for 10 minutes, it takes a special kind of like deranged mental toughness to be able to do that. And then if you do like, say, 36 degrees for like 2 to 3 minutes, whew, does it take a special kind of mental toughness to do it. But once you do it, when you get out, your body's kind of just like throbbing and like it's like vibrating, and it's got like this like pulse to it, and like you have no thoughts. Like, you're just in what I call like a nothing box of just absolute nothingness. Like this just zen of like your body's like internally sucked all its heat in, and you're just in a survival mode. And it's just, let me tell you guys right now, if you need something to clear your brain, go do a cold bath. It is amazing. Have you ever tried stomach vacuuming? Arnold Schwarzenegger talked about them. I have not. What up, Jose? How you doing, buddy? When you were 300 plus pounds, was your personality the same? Leah, kinda. Yeah. I've always been loud, slightly obnoxious. Always a kind, caring person. Always giving back. Like, always trying to buy people things. Like, trying to go above and beyond. It's just kind of how I've been. I grew up poor. HUD housing and food stamps poor. My mom did the best she could, raising 3 kids by herself. A good chunk of my high school career, my bedroom was a mattress on the middle of the floor. My brother and sister had bunk beds in the bedroom. My mom had her own room. Just grew up very poor, didn't have much. And at a certain point, I just decided I didn't want to be poor anymore. So I just started working my ass off and worked a bunch of jobs, saved up. I worked my first full-time job at the age of 14. It was through a special program. So I could work 40 hours a week when I was 14 and 15. Saved up, paid my cell phone bill my entire life. And like, I never smoked. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, never done any illegal drugs, never tried weed, none of that stuff. Not because I didn't want to, but because I grew up poor and I knew that that stuff cost me money on it. So I never did it. So just at a certain point, I'm just like, I don't want to be broke anymore. I don't want to live this lifestyle. I want to be the one that creates generational wealth for my family. And since that, every decision I've made in life has led to me creating generational wealth. And I've done that so far. Like, once I'm all done on this earth, my body's in the ground, I will be able to pass down a massive real estate portfolio to my kids that will allow them to retire early too. I finished my shower. You finish your shower with cold water. Woo! You got a chest inserted. James Harden says, you got chest inserted. Nah, bro. I lift heavy weights, man. Ask your mom. My mom's always feeling my boobies. Just stopped by to show some sport. What up, Black Vega? Black Vega, I was showing you my buddy here your page earlier because he wants to start streaming on Twitch for like video games. I was telling him about like your mask. And your mask in itself is intriguing enough to make me watch a video. So he's gonna look at doing the same thing. So appreciate that support, man. Thanks, Walter. What about your weight? How much was it influenced by your eating habits? Eating habits of the kids. So nephew, I actually had nothing to do with my kids and have everything to do with my job and what I was doing. So again, because I grew up poor, I knew at a certain point I didn't want to be poor anymore. And one day I just looked over at my wife and like, there has to be more to life than this. I do not want to be that individual that works 50, 60 hours a week, retires at 65, taking 2 vacations a year. That sounds lame. It sounds like loser work. Working for the man and answering for someone else. There's got to be more to life than this. So then I started researching, like, what else is out there? What can I do? Like what else can I do? Like, my house was paid off, my vehicles were paid off, my student loans were paid off. Like, I was living the Dave Ramsey lifestyle without even knowing who Dave Ramsey was. And I had done all these things. I was all uber responsible. I had, $10, $15, $20,000 in the bank, like 0 bills, almost, because I had everything paid off. Like, there's got to be more out there. So I started learning about real estate. I'm like, this is it. This is how I'm gonna do it. So I did a cash out refinance in my house, pulled out $111,000 in equity from my house, started investing. Well, $111,000 in real estate does not go very far. It allows you to buy 3 to 4 properties in my area. I'm like, oh crap, I'm out of money now. What do? I gotta work more. So I got another job. And then I got my real estate license. And then I started working 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week, 80 hours a week, 30 days in a row, 40 days in a row with no days off. And I made a shit ton of money. I had money coming in from multiple different streams, but I was miserable and I was unhappy. I didn't have time to work out. I didn't have time to go to the gym. What did I start doing? I started drinking energy drinks to keep myself awake. I started drinking coffee with creamer in it. I was then eating fast food. I'd go buy a bag of candy while sitting there typing up screens at work. And like, I started getting enjoyment out of food and flavor and sugar. And I need a whole bag of high chew, like the big ass bags, and 1 6-hour shift in my second job. And I was eating just nastiness and 2-3 energy drinks a day, consuming massive amount of caffeine. I was sleeping 6 hours a night. And for about 2.5 years I did that. And living that lifestyle of like getting dopamine from food and snacks and fast food, like, it felt great, but I gained 100 pounds. And so at that point, like, I sacrificed my physical health and to a certain point my mental health by growing a very successful business. Now my real estate cash flow is about $4,000 a month. My net worth went from 200K to just under $1 million in 4 years. So was it worth it? Absolutely. But now I had to lock back in and take care of my body. So my eating habits was fully influenced by grinding out my business. Nah, bro, I said have a good chest insertion. Oh, my bad, man. Thanks, buddy. Sorry, James. I read that wrong. You gotta remember, my print's about yay big here. I appreciate that. Way to come in and correct me, not be a dick about it. So from one man to another, I apologize for that comment. My bad. My bad, bro. That explains how you became a social worker. Yeah, Everblue, kinda. Actually, originally I went to school for nursing, and I wanted to be a nurse, but I kinda I'm dyslexic and I'm ADHD, so spelling is extremely difficult for me. And so in nursing, like in some of the prerequisites, like medical terminology, a lot of it was based on spelling the words correctly, and I couldn't spell the words correctly because like now I didn't need to learn what the words mean, but then just like it was like a spelling test every week. Like this shit's fucking exhausting. Like I can't do this. So then I went from nursing to social work because spelling is extremely hard for me with being dyslexic and ADHD. You natty bro, Rollins, I'm 100% natural, man, I promise. I think about TRT, I think about roids, but I would never do them. I'm 100% natural, man. Like, if I was on Gary, I would have to turn sideways to walk through a door. I hear you. Lots of convenience, fast food. Yep, nephew, that's 100% happened. And it wasn't even just convenience. Like, my wife would pack me a lunch every day, but it was, I needed the dopamine from the fast food. I needed the dopamine from the energy drinks, from the soda pop, from the juice, from a bag of potato chips, from candy, because I wasn't getting the dopamine from anything else because I was missing time with my family. I was missing time with my kids. Like, I was, I wasn't playing sports. I wasn't going to the gym. Like, I wasn't doing all the things I enjoyed doing. I wasn't playing video games because, again, when you leave the house at 7 o'clock in the morning and you're not getting home till 10, 11 o'clock at night, like, you're just miserable. And so, but I made a shit ton of money. And I took that money and I reinvested it and I reinvested it and I reinvested it, and now I have a very successful business. Like I told my wife a couple months ago, she can retire at the age of 35 if she wants to. Our business is taking off, it's doing well enough. If she wants to retire, I'll continue working for another 5-10 years, and she can just kind of stay home and do whatever she wants. But she's not ready to do that yet. Those words are hard for anyone. How old are you? Height and weight, you look great. Kevin, I am 39 years old. I'll be 40 here in April. I was 303 pounds. I'm down to 213 right now. And thanks for the compliment, man. Guys, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I would truly appreciate that. Show some love. This channel has grown by about almost 1,200 subscribers since we started live streaming all of our workouts. So head up, smash that subscribe button. Show me some love. I would truly appreciate that, guys. A lot of medical terminology based in Greek, Latin, and occasionally really foreign language from English. I don't tell you that in grade school. I had no idea. See, they taught me that in like the first course of like medical terminology, and like different like beginning of words and end of words have certain meanings. And then like when you put the words together, it means something. But for me, like again, spelling's hard for me. Spelling's extremely hard for people who are dyslexic. We jumble out words. Like even when I'm writing out, I'll spell like L-I-E-K. So all the right letters, but in the wrong orders. So being dyslexic and trying to spell is extremely difficult. We have to slow down. We have to slow the brain down. If you guys ever notice when I'm talking, I'll jumble up my words. That's because it's simply my brain doesn't work as fast as my mouth does. And so the sentence I want to say, like I want to be, I went to the park, it'll come out as I park went to, or stuff like that, where it comes all jumbled out. Or like I'm talking, it also used to be blah, 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 blah. Like literally, I can't process what I want to say. And so like, I get moving too fast. When I was younger, I was super subconscious of it. Like, I was super subconscious of it. Now, I know that like, these are areas I struggle with. So I'll just reach over to colleagues if I don't have my phone on me or Google. Like, hey, how do you spell this? How do you do this? I'm not going to spend 10 minutes trying to figure out how to spell a word when I could ask someone right next to me. Like, time management's huge. So, it's about sucking up your pride. And, you know, whatever your strengths are, focus on those strengths. If other people have other strengths, allow you to use those people as supports. Guys, we are 59 minutes in. We've got 5.5 minutes to go. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna finish up this cardio. Immediately, basically have to end the live. I'm gonna go upstairs, make my food, scarf down, shower, go to bed, wash, rinse, repeat tomorrow. It's all about the grind. Getting in shape while making as much money as possible. Retiring early. Sorry about that, guys. That was disgusting. Doing almost 100 pounds down. Awesome, man. Do you have a target weight? I do, Kevin. My target weight is 100 pounds down. My target weight will be 300 or 203 pounds. So I want to go from 303 to 203. So I gotta lose 10 pounds to go. I want, if I had to guess, my body fat percentage right now is somewhere between 11 to 14% in an estimation, if I had to guess. At 203, I'll be somewhere between 8 and 10% body fat. So that is my ultimate goal. I would love to walk on stage and do a bodybuilding competition someday. It would have to be all natural, like one of those competitions that test. I've looked them up. There's several of them coming up that I've considered competing in. Like, do I think I'm big enough to compete? Probably not. Because a lot of those guys are 5'5", 5'7". They look way more muscular than I do because I'm 6'3". And so, but the ability to say, I lost 100 pounds and I'm walking on stage, like, it's just a whole new level of confidence that I don't even know if I'm ready for yet. But I know that I show up every day, I put in max effort, and we'll see what happens. How many miles? It's 4.3 miles every single day is what I do, Blue. So 4.3 miles for 65 minutes. I was 168% body fat, and now I'm 218%. Everyone tells me my face looks much healthier. Yeah, I mean, 8% body fat is not natural. That's why I want to get down to it. I want to do the competition, and then I think I look good at right around what I am now. So 213, 215, I think is where I naturally want to try to sit at. Like where I'm at now is where I think naturally is like a good weight for me. But again, to get down to 203, just to walk on stage, I think would be a big deal for me. When did you start this weight journey? So Kevin, totally, I started it probably about 16, 17 months ago, and I've done it all naturally. But the month of January, I did what was called the 30 days of perfection. So from January 1st, I was 236.8. On January 30th, I was 212.8. And so for 30 days, I ate the exact same thing. I did 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week, and I lifted weights 5 days a week. I lost 24 pounds in 30 days, simply by 100% locking in. No cheating, no deviation, no nothing. Why am I gay, John? John, I'm only gay for guys named John. Like, it's just for you, bro. So it's your fault for having the name John. So, I love you, you love me, we are happy family, my great big heart and kiss to me and you. Why don't you love me too? All right, John, time and place. Send me your address, buddy. Oh, I was gonna make it weird at the end. Oh man, guys, I'm sweating. Bro, super sus, man. Super sus. Barney really lost some weight. So hot. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm athletic. I was ripped. 8-pack, but everyone said I looked malnourished. No cheeks. Man, guys, you guys can see my face now compared to then. When I was 303, my face looked swollen. Like I was like even I had like fat up here. Like I swear, like it was so nasty. And now that I've lost all the weight, I look a million times better. Like how much, like I'm excited to eventually shave the beard and just see what my jawline looks like. I'm super curious. I have no clue. Liam, that's a good question. What was your diet in January? So I ate the same thing every single day. I did a protein shake in the morning. So I started out with black coffee. I drank half my protein shake at 10. The other half at noon. I did 1 cup of white rice, 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup chicken. At 1:30, I did that same exact meal at 4:30. And then at bedtime, like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, I would do 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, 1 cup of non-fat cottage cheese, and then some kind of fruit. Usually like a whole apple, some kind of blueberries, like a couple blueberries, a couple raspberries, something like that. So it's roughly, it it was roughly 2,000 to 2,200 calories a day, and I was burning roughly 4,000 calories a day. All right. I just can't watch you, bro. Great body, though. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate that, man. All right, guys. 65 minutes, 3.4 miles of cardio, just over 500 calories. Estimate, obviously, that's a here, there. So, I just got done. How many calories a day and how much cardio? So I was doing cardio 6 days a week, 65 minutes, 6 days a week. I was doing, I was lifting weights 5 days a week, and I followed that same perfect diet. So I ate for 30 days in a row. I ate the exact same thing, roughly the exact same time of day for 30 straight days. No deviation from it, no change. Recently, after I do one rice cake before I go to bed. Like usually it's like one of the chocolate ones or like one of, it's like the chocolate ones are like 60 calories. I do like the apple flavored one. That's 50 calories. I recently bought like the white cheddar one today. I want to try that. That's 45 calories. So it's something for me for like a sweet treat at the end of the night I look forward to. So it's like 50, 60 calories, but it's just something that's a little bit extra that tastes really good that I look forward to. But guys, if you haven't done so already, I've never seen 18 as overweight. I mean, it depends. But guys, if you haven't done so already, we're going to do one last call. Head up, hit that subscribe button. Show some love. I truly appreciate that. We are one like away from 75 likes for this live. Let's see if we can get up to 75 likes. Let's see if we can get a couple more subscribers. We'll flex it out, and then we'll head off here today. All right, guys, thank you for those couple extra likes. I truly appreciate that, guys. I'm going to head upstairs. My bedtime's in 25 minutes, and I still got to shower and make dinner. So I appreciate you guys for all that love and support. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.